Here problem statement is current I in a given circuit is. This question is from GATE 2014. Now we have to determine this I. Okay. Again, if we select say node analysis method, so I will take this as node X. So let us take this as node X with some nodal voltage say V. Now this node is at a reference potential of 0 volt. Now for a node analysis method, unknown currents, we are taking the currents direction leaving from the node, whereas the known current direction we are retaining. So if this is say I1, this is say I2, this is say I3, then the KCL equation at node X is the two currents are leaving, I1 and I3 are the leaving currents. So sum of outgoing currents is equal to the sum of incoming currents. So incoming current is 1, that is I2. Now the current I1, which is the current flowing through 5 ohm, is nothing but potential difference. So V minus 5 divided by 5 plus this I3 current, which is essentially the I, is nothing but V minus 0 divided by this 5 and 10 are in series, that forms 15, that is equal to incoming current at the node X. So that current is 1 ampere. So it is 1. So if I take the LCM, so LCM is 15. So straightway what we are doing is on both the sides we are multiplying with 15. Okay, that means here you have 3V minus 15 plus V is equal to 50. So 3 plus V is 4V is equal to 30. So V comes out to be 30 divided by 4. This is equal to 7.5 volt. Now question here is we have to determine I. So I is the current flowing through 5 and 10, and 5 and 10 are in series. So I is nothing but current flowing through both, current flowing through 5 as well as current flowing through 10, because the property of the series circuit is current remains the same. So this is nothing but V minus 0 divided by 50. So if you place the value of V, it is 7.5 divided by 15. This value comes out to be 0.5 ampere. That means whatever the option is there, that C option is correct. So what we did here is just we have used the KCL, that is the node analysis method. Even you can solve the problem using mesh analysis. In mesh analysis you have two loops. So here you have first loop, here you have second loop, and between these two loops you have a common current source. Okay, that means this will form the super mesh. So super mesh is a mesh in which between two consecutive mesh or the loops you have common current source. So if you solve using that concept, again your answer will be 0.5 ampere. Problem statement is Thevenin's voltage in volts is, and this question is from GATE 2017. Now here if we convert this current source into voltage source, that means what I'm using is I'm using the source transformation theorem. So in source transformation you can convert voltage source into current source, or you can convert current source into voltage source. So if you have the situation like this, when V in series with R between any two terminals X and Y, then this is equivalent to a current source in parallel with a resistance. And the value of this current source I is nothing but V by R. Now since upper terminal is positive, your current is flowing in upward direction. Okay. Now if you have the current source, then you can convert that current source into a voltage source. Okay, that means this conversion is again the same. So what you have to do is this current source you can replace with the voltage source. The value of the voltage source is I into R, and the resistance which is in parallel, that resistance will be in series. Okay, now in the given problem, so if I put this to be say x and y points, then to the left of x and y you have a current source in parallel with a resistance. So I can convert that into a voltage source in series with the resistance. Now since the current is flowing in downward direction, this voltage is plus, that means this terminal is positive, and its value is 6 into 5, that is 30 volt. Now this value is 5. Now the remaining circuit, remaining part is same. So this is 5. Then here you have 10. Okay. Now this is your terminal A and B, and here you have 10 ohm. So what you have here is the two loops. Okay, that means this is your first loop, this is loop 2. Now if I assume the loop direction and the loop currents like this, so if I apply the KVL to loop 1, so your KVL equation will be KVL at loop 1. So this 5 and 10, it is 5, 10 and this 10. That means the self resistance is 25. The current is I1. So that is 25 I1 is the voltage drop across self resistance, minus, now since I1 and I2 are in opposite direction, so mutual resistance is 10. So it is minus 10 I2, that is equal to, now this battery is forcing the current like this one, which is opposite to that of the loop current. So it is a minus 30. So let this be equation number 1. Now if you apply KVL at loop 2, the KVL equation is, now here the self resistance is 20. So it is 20 I2 is the voltage drop across self resistance, minus the mutual resistance is 10. So it is minus 10 into current is I1, that is equal to, now this 16 volt source is forcing the current like this one. Okay, whereas the loop current is opposite, that means this value is minus 60. So this is your equation number 2. So you have minus 10 I1 plus 20 I2 equal to minus 60. Now you have to solve these two equations. So again select the mode. Now here under mode you have to select equation. So just press equation. So there are two unknowns. Press 2. Then it is asking for first coefficient A1. So A1 is 25 equal. The next coefficient is minus 10 equal, and the constant is minus 30 equal. Then it is asking for A2. So A2 is minus 10 equal. Then it is B2 is 20. Then C2 is minus 16. If you press equal, the value of I1 comes out to be minus 1.9 ampere. So it is minus 1.9 ampere. Whereas I2 Again press equal, so it is minus 1.75, minus 1.75 ampere. Okay, so these are the two values, and these are nothing but the two loop currents. Now the question is to find out the voltage drop across A. That means here we have to find out VTH. So VTH is nothing but VAB. Okay, that means if I calculate voltage drop across 15, get the point? So that means V15 is equal to, so just I will write here, V15 is equal to, so by using Ohm's law, it is 15 into I15. Now I1 value is negative. Okay, that means if I assume I1 clockwise, that value is negative. That means actual current is flowing like this one. Okay, that means this drop is 15 into 1.9, and this value comes out to be 15 into 1.9, that is 28.5 volt. Okay, that means if I select point A, this point A I will draw here. So point A here. Now here you have a voltage drop. Now see, the current is flowing. This terminal is plus, this is minus. Its value is 28.5. Now the next, in series with that, you have minus plus, and this is your point B. So this value is 30 volt. Okay, that means these two batteries are in opposite direction. That means plus minus minus plus. Okay, that means your VAB is nothing but 28.5 minus 30 volt. So that is equal to minus 1.5 volt. VAB, which is nothing but VTH, is simply minus 1.5. Okay, that means just the polarity is, I can take this point as say minus, this point as plus, but the magnitude of VAB, that is VTH, is nothing but 1.5. That means your option A is a correct. Okay, that means just while drawing the Thevenin's equivalent circuit, what I will do is I will just put it like this one. Okay, that is the simple meaning. Now whatever the resistance is, the series resistance, I can put either in this branch or here. So this is your A and B. Okay, so this A comes to be a negative. Okay, so this is 1.5 volt. In magnitude, the drop is 1.5. This is your RTH. Now if you find this procedure a little bit lengthy, then you have the option, you can go for say node analysis. Okay, so in node analysis, I will take the original, the same problem we can solve using node analysis method. So I will select this circuit for analysis. Okay, so here I will take this as one node, this as another node. Okay, that means your nodal voltage VA is to be determined. So for node analysis method, what I can do is I can just select the different nodes. So this potential is say VA. Now this potential VB is 0, that is the reference potential. Now the current is leaving from the node. This current is again leaving from the node, and I will assume this current leaving from the node. So your first equation here is VA minus minus, that is plus 30, divided by 10 plus 5, that is 15. So VA plus 30 divided by 15 is the current flowing through the series combination, plus, so it is VA minus 0 by 10. So I will write VA by 10 plus, so this current is VA minus 16, VA minus 16 divided by 10, that is equal to 0. Okay, that means if you have the LCM say 30, that means both the sides I will multiply with 30. So this is multiplied with 30. This is multiplied with 30. So what equation we are getting is 2VA plus 60 plus 3VA plus 3VA minus 48. That is equal to 0. Now 2VA plus 3VA, that is 5VA plus 3VA, that is 8VA. Now here 60 minus 48, that is 12. I will transfer 12 on this side. So it becomes minus 12. So your VA comes out to be minus 12 by 8. It is nothing but minus 1.5 volt. Okay, that means the meaning of simply minus is the potential at A is negative with respect to B. So once again your option A is correct one. Problem statement is Thevenin's resistance in ohms between terminals A and B is. Now in order to determine a Thevenin's resistance RTH, the procedure is we have to remove the load. Already it is removed. We have to remove all the sources. Now since there are voltage sources, we have to replace by short circuit. So your equivalent circuit comes out to be, this is 10, this is 10 ohm, this is 5 ohm. Both the voltage sources are replaced by short. Now whatever the load part is there, which is already removed. So this is A and B. And here we have to measure RTH. Now the same circuit you can visualize like this one. Okay. Now some visualization is very much essential. So this is 5, this is 10, and this point I will stretch out. So this is your A. I will stretch out this point. This is B. That means RAB, which is nothing but RTH is 10 parallel 5. So that comes to be 10 into 5 divided by 10 plus 5, that is 50 divided by 15, and that comes out to be RTH is equal to 3.33 ohms. That means whatever your option C is there, that is the correct one.